Dear student, welcome back. In our last video, we learned the concept like physical world. In that, I told 5 important objective. In that, we already learned first objective, what is physics. And we start with the second objective, is nothing but scope and excitement of physics. In scope and excitement of physics, we start. What is the scope of physics? Dear student, I already told in most of the instrument what we use day-to-day life, most of the instrument it uses certain concept. That concept related to physics. And most of the instrument that uses certain working principle, that working principle mainly related to physics. And in that we discussed with the second important objective of this chapter, scope of physics. It involves 2 domains. I already explained what is the meaning of domain. Of interest, that is macroscopic and microscopic. Dear student, in the last video I already briefly told about macroscopic and microscopic domain. Here we discuss in detail about that. First we discuss macroscopic domain. I said already domain is nothing but system. That system, it may be a bigger or smaller, is decided by using a term macroscopic and term microscopic. First we discuss macroscopic domain. It includes phenomena at the laboratory, terrestrial and astronomical scale. The word astronomical, terrestrial and laboratory. If we see any lab, we can see the instrument. That instrument we can see, or that instrument is bigger one. That concept comes under macroscopic. It may be a terrestrial or it may be astronomical. In an astronomical scale, we can think about Earth, we can think about Moon, we can think about solar system with the different planets, we can think about galaxy. All those things comes under astronomical scale. That astronomical scale, it is in a larger part, that's why it is called a macroscopic domain. That's why in a macroscopic domain we can think about different branches in physics. In that, first one is mechanics. You already heard about this word, mechanics in lower class. Electrodynamics is a combination of a charge and a movement of charge. It is called electrodynamics. Along with that, optics is a study of light. And thermodynamics is mainly about heat engine and steam engine. And that's why in case of macroscopic domain we can think about mechanics, electrodynamics, optics and thermodynamics. In a mechanics is one of the branch of physics. It comes under macroscopic domain. It mainly gives idea related to motion of a body. And again, under motion of a body we can think about differential law, and basic law of motion is given by a scientist called Newton. We call it as Newton's laws of motion. That's why in a mechanics there are different systems or sub branches also there. We can think about statics, we can think about dynamics. Next important thing is electrodynamics. The word itself indicates electro means charge, dynamics means state of motion, and combination of charge and state of motion together we call it as electrodynamics. This leading towards concept like current or electricity. Electricity is nothing but rate of flow of charge. Current is nothing but rate of flow of charge. And that kind of concept we can learn under electrodynamics. Next important thing is optics. Optics is nothing but study of light. Light got a different property or characteristic. It may be a reflection of light, it may be a refraction of light, it may be an interference of light, diffraction of light or polarization of light. All these characteristic or property of a light we're going to learn one by one in 2 years. And again in case of optics we can think about different optical instruments also. It may be a microscope or it may be a telescope. And if you consider human eye is works because of light. It is also one of the instrument. If you call in a physics, human eye is also works by using reflection and refraction. All those things comes under optics. Next important thing is thermodynamics. Here mainly we discussing about thermodynamics law. Different laws are there. We're going to discuss that thermodynamics chapter itself in first year. and again we're going to learn three important laws: zeroth law, first law of thermodynamics, along with that second law of thermodynamics, mainly connect the relationship between different thermodynamic variables like temperature, pressure, volume, entropy or enthalpy, like that concept we're going to discuss under thermodynamics. Again, the word itself indicates thermo means heat, dynamics means movement, and we can learn the movement of heat or transfer of heat, and depending on that we can think about volume change, pressure change, temperature change, enthalpy, or it may be entropy. All those things we're going to learn under thermodynamics in a first year itself. Next important thing is microscopic domain. The word micro indicates small. We can think about microchip, or you can think about a microparticle. Microparticle means small, and again it may be a micro industries. It's nothing but small scale industries. We call it as micro. Here micro indicates small, and domain is a system, and we can study the small system by using the important category called microscopic domain. It includes atomic, molecular and nuclear phenomena. Is nothing but atomic indicates, if you think about atoms, size is around 10 raised to minus 10 meter. It is very small. It is called microscopic. And again, in an atom we can think about three kind of particles. You already learned in lower class. Like we can think about protons, we can think about electrons, we can think about neutron. These three particles together we can think about one atomic structure. We say that atoms. Next important thing is molecular, and we can think about gas molecule also, or different kind of molecules. Its size is also negligibly small. That's why it is called a microscopic domain. Last one is nuclear. In a nuclear there are two kind of particle in a nucleus. Nucleus is the center part of the atom. It contains two particles. One is proton and the one is neutron. And that kind of study is mainly comes under microscopic domain. That's why in case of microscopic domain we can think about structure of atoms. That I already said. We can study structure of atoms. Along with that nucleus, structure of nucleus, we can think about mass of electron is of the order 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31 kg, is negligibly small. Along with that mass of proton is also 1.67 into 10 raised to minus 27 kg. Even mass of neutron also very close to proton mass, 1.672 into 10 raised to minus 27 kg. Now these are the two important part comes under scope of physics. And dear student, next important thing is a third objective part of this chapter is physics, technology and society. What are the concept you learn in physics? What are the laws we learn in physics? What are the working principles we learn in physics? How we can use that principle in a day-to-day life in a different technology, and what is the application part of that technology for society? All those things we're going to learn under third objective. In a third objective we start with the physics, technology and society. In that progressive study in thermodynamics, I already told thermo means heat, dynamics means movement of heat. Depending on that we can think about thermodynamic variable change like temperature, pressure and volume. Depending on this we can see the certain instrument like heat engine, steam engine give the idea to industrial revolution. Starting in industrial revolution nearly 100 years back, whatever industrial revolution takes place is mainly depending on a heat engine and steam engine. It may be a train, it related to heat engine and steam engine. That's why progressive study in thermodynamics need to understand working of heat engine, steam engine, give the idea to industrial revolution. The industrial revolution takes place in the world by considering heat engine and steam engine at the start. And the next important thing, similarly nuclear fission reaction study gives idea to development of nuclear reactor. Again in a nuclear reactor we can produce the electricity or we can get the energy in the form of current. It is also we get by using the important process called a nuclear fission reaction. And again there are certain scientists name and their invention is given, and in a textbook they given number of scientist names along with that invention. We discuss a few important scientist names along with their contribution and discovery in physics. First one is J.C. Bose. He discovered ultra short radio waves. Remember, this is one of the important question. Along with that, W.K. Röntgen, he is a scientist. He discovered X-ray. Third one, J.J. Thomson, he is a scientist. He discovered electron. Fourth important thing, Albert Einstein. Everyone heard about this name, Albert Einstein. He discovered photoelectric effect. Not only that, theory of relativity. We remember Einstein name by considering relativity theory. And the next, fifth one, C.V. Raman, Indian scientist. He discovered inelastic scattering of light. Next, M.N. Shah, Indian scientist. He discovered thermal ionization. Next, S.N. Bose is an Indian scientist. He discovered quantum statistics. Next, James Chadwick is a scientist. He discovered neutron. Next, S. Chandrasekhar, he provided a Chandrasekhar limit. Depending on that, we can study the structure and evolution of star. And these are the few names I mentioned. In your textbook, they given nearly 30 to 40 scientist names along with their contribution and discovery they mention in your textbook. Please refer the textbook, you get a clear idea. But here I take only few important scientist names, and these scientist names they ask maximum time in exam. Those scientist names I consider in a board, and just go through these things, and their contribution and discovery also is important for exam. Thank you.